This podcast is for fellow little sisters,
only children who wish they had a little sister,
older siblings who miss their little sisters.
We're just your little sisters. Unhinged,
unpaid,
unstoppable.
Little sisters, big opinions. Let's go.
Hey everyone, this is Ashley,
Shelly,
and Tori.
Welcome to the Little Sisters Big Opinions podcast. Today, we are going to interview a man who speaks the language of leaves, the green-thumbed savior of sad succulents and forgotten ferns. The world may call him Plant Daddy, but I just call him Dad. Let's get into the dirt.
Oh, brother.
All right. So, Tony, we're wondering, what is the easiest plant for a busy girl, like a beginner plant?
I would say philodendron.
Ooh. What do those look like again? I'm trying to picture it.
They have big leaves and they grow fast.
Okay. I think I have one of those actually.
Is it a pretty plant?
Some of them have speckles,
Okay.
white dots through it.
And why would you recommend that?
I don't know.
Because that's it. Mic drop.
You feel like it's easy to take care of, though?
Yes, you really don't have to worry about overwatering or underwatering or too much sun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We had someone ask us about a plant that wouldn't be wouldn't be too easy to let die. That did not come out right.
Yeah.
That would be
It would be hard to kill.
Yeah.
Hard to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that they'll appreciate that. And I need to go look for some philodendrons.
Yeah. What would you say is the scariest thing that's ever happened to you while gardening?
Well,
Did it have to do with any bugs or creatures or critters?
no, I don't think so.
Has anything ever jumped out at you?
Not that I can remember.
Has anyone ever tried to attack you?
Ooh, maybe they did and you just dodged it.
My kids when they were small.
Okay. What happened one time when you picked up a tart at Grandma's house?
Oh, that's where we had a lot of snakes.
Yeah. So walk us through what happened.
Oh.
First, I would be walking on this tart, and then I wanted to move it. So I go to flip it over, and there was all these snakes under there.
How many would you say?
Oh, probably 6 or 7, maybe.
And were they big?
They weren't real big. They were garden snakes, so they were small.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's horrible.
Still creepy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barely handle one.
And what's your best gardening tips? We'll start with that.
My best gardening tip is always grow whatever you're planting in a lot of sunlight.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Shade is an enemy to plant growth.
Okay.
Let the sun do the work.
What would you say is the most common mistake people make?
The most common mistake is they plant too many things in a small area, not realizing that these plants, when they start growing and getting bigger, they just run out of space, and so they don't grow good.
Oh, okay.
Is it because the roots are too close together? Or
No, it's because the leaves cover one another, and the sun is just getting to the outer leaves rather than the whole plant. And so there's just not enough room.
that makes sense. We're all different levels. What's the best way, you would say, to keep little critters and bugs away?
Kill them when you see them.
Kill all their families.
If you're a little critter listening.
Cover your ears.
Yeah.
You've been warned.
Yeah.
And I just have a side question. Now, obviously, some people aren't a fan of bugs, but what bugs actually are you excited to see in your garden?
I'm excited to see what is that praying plant or bug called?
Praying mantis?
Praying mantis.
Oh,
Yes.
really? Why?
Yes, because he's doing his job. He's eating all of those unwanted critters.
Oh, like aphids
Bugs,
and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Okay.
I wonder if you could get one and place it in your area.
Oh.
And then it could just do all the work for you.
Well,
Maybe.
I don't think that they'll stay in one area. It's not like they've been trained.
Oh. How about slugs? Get a lot of slugs?
Oh, slugs are no good.
Oh, no.
You have to put in a dish in the garden with beer in the dish, and they love to go to the beer, but it kills them.
I think I would
Yeah.
fall for that trap too.
That slug is all of a sudden running.
Yeah.
And what about ladybugs?
Ladybugs are everybody's friend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
very
they get rid of the aphids and things that you don't want on the leaves of your plants.
Mm-hmm. And then I also think an earthworm. Love a good earthworm.
Oh, yes.
Yes, they're doing their job in the soil, making sure that everything turns into nitrogen or minerals that your plant can take in.
Oh, good to know.
So, Tony, if you were a plant, what would you be?
I would love to be a luxuriant tomato plant
Ooh.
with all kinds of tomatoes hanging on it.
What type of tomato?
Probably a big boy.
Oh, okay. A big boy tomato.
Are those heirloom tomatoes? No, those are the little ones.
No, heirlooms are big, right?
Heirlooms have like the texture. I'm trying to put a name on it. It's just called a big boy.
There's
tomato.
what else?
Yeah.
There's the beef eaters or
Beefsteak.
beef.
Oh.
Those are big. Yeah, yeah. So you wouldn't be no cherry tomato.
No,
A
no.
big boy.
Love that.
What are your thoughts on the Venus flytrap? Have you ever owned one?
No,
Would you ever?
I don't think so.
No, because I feel like you're not into like, that's not your thing. You want them there for like beauty, but you're not like
Yeah.
fascinated by something eating flies.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
So another question that we had for you is, if your plants were in a group chat, what drama do you think would go down?
Mm.
Where's the sun? I thought they said we were going to get sunshine. And I'm getting thirsty. Where's the water?
Where's
plants?
Where's Tony with the watering can?
They better not be disrespecting you in the group chat.
Do you think plants pick up on people's energy? Like, do plants take after their parents, if you will?
I really haven't looked into that.
Have you ever heard anything about talking to your plants or singing to your plants?
I've heard of it, but either they grow or they don't grow. It doesn't matter to me.
That's great.
Okay, I think that's
Great.
all the
Yeah.
questions we had for our Plant Girl Summer segment.
Yes.
It's going to be a plant girl summer.
Well,
Thanks
that's
to
good.
Tony.
You're all welcome.
So let's get right into it. We're going to do a segment, and it's called Is Ashley Still Hip and Cool? And we're going to give her some phrases and terms that are pretty popular right now and see if she knows them.
The first one is Delulu.
Delusional. It's short for delusional.
Yep. Perfect. How about Riz?
I won't venture into like what that's short for maybe, but I think it means like if a boy has like swag, kind of. What the kids in my day would call swag.
Exactly. I guess it's short for charisma. I had to look that up. Riz charisma. Yeah.
I've actually heard some people, we'll just say this, come for us in our DMs
Yeah.
if we're incorrect. But I've heard some people argue against that really standing. That
Yeah,
really
I don't
being
see it
short for
fitting.
charisma.
No.
I've heard that. I don't know though.
Because it's such a small part of the word. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's maybe a reach. I bought it, but I'm not convinced fully.
How about 8?
Oh, that means like you're hot stuff.
Yeah.
Like
8
you're
and
doing
left
it.
no crumbs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you did it.
Yep.
Okay.
How about a canon event?
I think I know this. Do some people just say like canon?
Maybe. Maybe.
I don't think so. I think of a canon event.
Really? Okay. Don't know this one, but I'm gonna guess, and I'm gonna say like something huge happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Like a pivotal moment, kind of.
Okay.
I feel like it's very similar to the villain origin story when people say that,
Mm.
kind of.
Okay.
But it also could just be a big event in any way. So, yeah.
How about bussin'?
I think that's like, oh, that's like really good. Like those French fries will bust it.
Exactly. How about screaming, crying, and throwing up? What is someone trying to say when they say that?
Oh gosh.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Actually, that's
Is it like funny?
it could be.
I have no idea.
I feel like,
I think it's when
It's-
you're really excited.
yeah, well, I was just going to say, it could be a lot of things. It's kind of just an expression of like, if something's
Yeah.
good or bad, like
Okay.
screaming, crying, throwing up. Like, oh my gosh, I just saw my favorite artist like perform. But that could be like saying that, but it's a good thing.
Okay, and
But
you
you
guys
just-
use that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I do.
Is there like an acronym for it?
What would it be? SCTU.
To use that?
No.
No. Yeah.
No.
Nope. Just literally screaming, crying, throwing up, like kind of in one word, but you don't actually do one word.
Yeah.
But it's like that's how you would say it.
All right. How about NPC?
Spell that again.
NPC.
Like the acronym.
Don't got it.
It's basically, so what it stands for is a non-player character. I used to think, which basically it's kind of saying that it's like someone in the background of something that's just irrelevant. But I used to think it was the people on lives that cosplayed as people,
Ew.
but it's not. But like I still think it is. I don't know.
I hate the word. I hate that word.
That'll be a next week's segment of words we hate. Short for non-player character. It's kind of just like someone in the background that's just not.
Yeah, an irrelevant meep.
Like they're just
What it
glitching.
is.
Like
Yeah.
an irrelevant meep. All right. The next one is let him cook. What does that mean?
Oh, that means like that person is going for it and you just let them live their best lives.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like something great is
Let 'em cook.
happening. Yeah.
How about Roman Empire?
No, I'm not even going to attempt it. I don't know what that is.
Really?
I mean, I know what that is, but I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was a thing that like guys think about the Roman Empire every day. So a lot of girls took it over as like, this is something that I like a random topic that I think about daily.
Yeah. I think it was once a week, but
Okay.
because it was saying how whenever the Roman Empire was brought up in school or something, I think girls were noticing that guys were always getting so into it. That was their favorite
Yeah.
thing. And so I think they asked the question, how often do boys think about the Roman Empire? And all of them were answering like probably once a week. So then it turned into like, what's your Roman Empire? Like, what's something you think about once a week? Or it might have been every day. I just feel like
Yeah.
it could be, like
It's
once.
like more often than you would like. It's very random that just constantly comes into your head.
Yeah. Like my like one time I fell really bad in front of my whole family and they were like, this is my Roman Empire. Something that they were going to think about every now and then, just randomly.
My Roman Empire.
Okay.
I feel like my Roman Empire would be like kids throwing up in school. I know that's random, but I feel like I think about that a lot.
Oh my gosh, wait, I have a story for that. I just thought of it. So there was this kid. I'll go back. We have one more for you after this. But on that note, there was this kid. And do you guys remember when you'd take tests and there would be those cardboard things so you didn't cheat
Yeah.
on the desks? So this kid got really.
No.
Do you remember those?
I was
Not
just
him.
looking over
Yeah.
that paper and
Yeah.
getting all my answers.
You were the reason.
We had the cardboard
Yeah.
put up.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So it was, like a cardboard thing and everyone got one and it just covered all angles of the desk so that you couldn't cheat. And I remember this kid was next to me and he got wicked sick and he like threw up, like projectile vomited into his little thing.
Yeah.
And it stayed
in a cardboard.
it got like all soggy. It like stayed in his little
Ew.
But I remember it was just all over the place and like the teacher cleaning it up, she had to like
Did they bring
it
the
up.
sawdust out? I love
Ew.
What?
Oh, I love that. I don't
Yeah.
know why that was like for me to watch.
It's how they like
The sawdust come
soak-
out. I don't know if it's literally sawdust.
No,
It's
it
like,
is.
oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's like they like sprinkle it over the throw up and it dries it up and then they just vacuum it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's
I don't
so
know if that
unsavory.
used to be-
that's a
it's
cool
what they
invention.
do.
No, but that used to be like I feel very nostalgic about that.
Yeah.
Aw, that's
Like,
your Roman
If I
Empire.
threw up, I wish
Yeah,
I
that's
had
your Roman Empire.
Maybe,
it's
yeah.
okay.
It is.
I don't think
Yeah.
about it that often, but
Okay.
Oh, well then maybe not, but
Yeah.
it's something. It's
but I feel like if I threw up now, I wish someone would come out with like
That's true.
yeah.
I threw
sawdust.
up in school and they came out with the sawdust.
Yeah.
I threw up in music class.
Ooh.
I've never seen the sawdust. Did I just miss it? Maybe she did do the sawdust because I remember a crazy mess and I was sitting next to him, so it was like dripping off the desk.
Well,
Sorry.
I feel like it
but-
was always such a thing to be like, don't look.
That's what I was.
Privacy.
Yeah, I'm like, it just came into my cubby,
Yeah.
so it's not a lot of privacy.
I don't know. So that's my Roman Empire. Like, it's not something you think about, but for some reason I think about it like pretty often.
We have one more, and this one's kind of weird, but smol, S-M-O-L.
Oh, I know this. Do I?
It's very similar to how it sounds. I'll just say that.
Something small?
Yeah.
Mm.
Victoria, I feel like that gave it away. I would have loved to hear her guess.
Huh.
I know. I'm
Um,
just
At first, I was
like
oh, I
holding
know
her
this,
hand.
but I was thinking of swole, which is actually
Oh.
The opposite.
Oh,
Not small.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
guys, if I do say so myself, I'm pretty hip and cool.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so too. Because honestly, a lot of the ones that you were hung up on are things that I had to look up before.
Yeah, I
Like
didn't know
to
what
fully know what it was. Like I
Yeah.
kind of knew it.
Okay, that makes me
But like I was very surprised you didn't know Roman Empire. Because I
Yeah,
feel like
shocked.
that
I mean, I've
is my
heard-
Roman Empire. Like
I've like heard of it. Like now that you guys said it, like I've heard
Yeah.
it be used, but I could not have told you what they were talking about. So our next topic we're going to discuss is froyo.
Mm.
And I think really we should first start off with why were we as a society so captivated by froyo?
Yeah. It took
Mm.
the world by storm.
And if you don't know what froyo means, I don't know what planet you've been living on or what rock you've been under.
You're not hip or cool.
Right, but I'm not explaining it. So, is froyo still a thing, or have we collectively ghosted it?
I'll still dabble with froyo. I feel like I do go every now and then, but it just has to randomly pop into my mind, and then I'll be craving it, and then I have to get it. But it's not a
Yeah.
regular thing.
yeah, there's nothing that's prompting you to get froyo unless you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's not. But I do feel bad that I've kind of ghosted it because it used to be a big part of my identity.
Yeah.
Do we think that it kind of just turned into a new thing? Like, did smoothie bowls become the new froyo, or is froyo still a thing of its own?
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. Even like I feel like those acai bowls, those used to be way bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess
Acai.
that
I
is
have
that
to say
wrong?
acai.
Did I say
Yeah.
it right?
Yeah.
No.
I do think that with the timelines, that acai bowls have fully I cannot say that right now. Acai, no, some people say that. Have fully replaced frozen yogurt in a different way because when you go to the beach, like especially pliables is so huge and that's like let's all get pliables. Like that's the first thing that you think of. Nobody's going to get froyo anymore. And it's honestly really sad. And I love pliables, but I feel really bad that I've replaced it.
It was before everything had to be like big and fancy.
Yeah.
Life was simple.
I
Yep.
think you could trace back depression rates going up to when frozen yogurt died. Tell me I'm wrong.
We'll fact check that.
Think about
Yeah.
it. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking.
So now on this topic, the debate of ice cream versus frozen yogurt. The toppings people put on frozen yogurt gets so much weirder than any toppings people put on ice cream, in my opinion. And I
Yeah.
think most people would agree with me. Is it because we think that frozen yogurt is kind of healthy, so we're free to splurge with the toppings?
Yeah. In my head, the calorie count for frozen yogurt is so low. This is in my head. It's not real. So it's why not make up for it with toppings, with the most sugary things you
I
can
think
find.
it is lower. Like it is lower, the yogurt. But then once the toppings go on, it's like you're fully canceling out whatever thought, like whatever idea
Mhm.
of it being healthier is.
Right. Let's name our 3 essential toppings. And I'll go first. Reese's peanut butter cups,
Mhm.
cheesecake bites, peanut butter sauce.
Victoria, you might hate me for this first one. Nonpareils.
Oh, I hate you if she does.
I love those.
Don't if I find one of those in mine, throw it out, make a
Yeah.
new one.
Nonpareils, gummy bears, Sour Patch Kids.
Whoa.
I know.
That okay,
That seems very dry. Where's the like the sauce, you know? There's nothing that has sauce in that.
No, I'm not a sauce girl.
But not even like there's nothing that's like filled in that with like a sauce, like a caramel, chocolate. I mean, I'd eat it still. So mine would be any flavor that was featured. Sometimes they would switch them around if it looked good, if it was Oreo or coffee, whatever. I always switch the base flavor depending on my mood. But then the topping would be definitely gummy bears, Oreo, and then one form of those little cups that are filled with either caramel, peanut butter, or like a raspberry
Yes,
filling.
I like the raspberry ones.
Thank you. Okay, now I can accept your
Okay.
order. That
I don't know
was
that I've ever heard of raspberry-filled cups.
They're
Yeah.
like they're just little cups, and like when you bite into it, it's either caramel or those ones.
It's just like a
the
Reese
caramel with the
but
peanut
it has
butter.
raspberry.
But it's like an off-brand. Like
yeah,
it's its
no,
own-
sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're little cups.
I've never
It'd always
to one
be
because if I did, I'd be very upset.
yeah.
if you got one
That
and it was raspberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was very. Actually, I didn't touch the raspberry ones too much, but
I did.
the caramel.
They
Touch
pair
them all
well
the
with
time.
nonpareils.
Me and Shelly didn't touch on our bases. I think I tried peanut butter as a base once, and I was like, nope. Tart. That's it.
Oh,
Okay.
Tart only. Tart original yogurt flavor.
okay. I could see. Yeah,
When I was a kid, I would only do cookies and cream, not try anything else. I can do strawberry now and then, and chocolate. That would be my go-tos now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Chocolate
Decadent.
as a base.
I like, yeah.
That seems heavy.
chocolate froyo is very decadent.
Yeah.
It's like almost more rich than chocolate ice cream sometimes, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think they just put straight chocolate sauce in there.
Yeah.
It's good though.
And it's very good.
That's interesting.
But then if I'm getting strawberry, I can only have chocolate toppings.
oh,
Yeah.
so no gummy bears. So the reason why I love gummy candies. I don't get them in my froyo in my froyo because I don't like when they get cold and like they're not chewy.
Oh,
They're, like,
yes.
sticky almost.
That's so true. The gummy bears get hard.
Uh,
Actually, I take back what I said about the gummy bears because once I felt them like that, I was like, oh, I'm not doing this again. But I did it for a while.
I don't think I've ever thought about it that much. But you're right.
Ooh, yeah, it's
That's
rough.
not fun.
No, it's rough on the teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So real rough on the teeth. Last week we had asked you guys to give us your froyo orders. I will say like 90% of you were into the strawberry base currently.
A fruity base.
A fruity base. That's what the people wanted.
Yeah.
We had like the classic vanilla and things like that, but there was a lot of fruity bases in there, which
Yeah.
that was throwing me off. I don't do a fruity base except I don't know, is Dole Whip? That's not yogurt. That's something different. I mean, I know
Yeah.
what Dole Whip is,
But I would
But I'm
consider that
thinking,
a fruity
like,
base.
no, it's definitely it.
Okay.
Because it's like pineapple.
Yeah.
I should say pineapple Dole Whip, but I don't
Yeah.
know that's not like really considered frozen yogurt.
Mm.
No.
But I almost
Yeah,
feel
it
like
kind of is its own thing.
see it at frozen yogurt places.
yes,
So-
Dole, yes, okay,
Yeah.
they do have that. Okay.
They do. They do.
I think that's the only thing I would venture into, and I honestly don't even know what toppings I'd use.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
No. No. And so also a large percentage of you all said that you wanted anything chocolate as a topping.
Mm.
We had some Reese's Pieces in there. Those are good, but I think I feel the same about them getting cold.
Yeah.
I don't think
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, because they get a little harder.
And you know what's weird? Now that I think about it, I think candy gets colder on top of frozen yogurt than it does on ice cream.
Because it's more melted already.
I don't know. I feel like there's
Well,
Maybe
how
it's a
often are you putting
scientific
candy
reason.
on ice cream?
like
Like a sundae.
yeah, I'd like put like Reese's cups on a sundae or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. And then the mini chocolate dip pretzels. I forgot about those. Those are always really good.
Oh.
No, pretzels do not belong in yogurt.
Okay, I have to say something really important. Something just came to my mind that I didn't share. Really? Not the pretzels with the yogurt?
Yeah, that's
The mini ones?
Yeah, no.
So is what else? What toppings did you have?
Nonpareils are not salty.
Those little white things on the top, that's salt.
You're lying. No.
I don't know why I thought you'd believe that. So, very important. I know we were only saying the 3 toppings, but I need to get this out. I have, the froyo experience will never just be a simple experience for me. I actually usually get, at least 2 different bases of flavor, or 3.
And you flavor most.
What is it? Yeah.
Get
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Especially if
you
it's
want.
new ones as a base. That's just the base.
You're putting 2 to 3 flavors in one
At
cup.
least.
Yeah.
At least. Oh my gosh. They don't touch that much, but eventually. Like I eat them all kind of like separately. Toppings, probably at least 10. Like I know I said 3 like top toppings. That's just because those are the top ones.
Oh,
I have
my.
to put like, and it's little bits of each one, but I can't just be simple and be like, oh, just that with that top. No, like I have every topping in front of me. Like, this is so exciting. Like, I have to try everything.
Do you layer like base topping?
No, the base is just first, like, do, all next to each other.
Okay.
And then just almost like how Pinkberry did it, where they put them in different sections. I do that with the, no, I just kind of throw them on. Gummy worms, too. Oh, yeah.
Where did this come from?
And I got the hate for Sour Patch Kids and gummy bears.
Yeah, she just like came out of nowhere
Yeah.
with all this.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're a weirdo.
Yeah.
And pretzels.
Yeah, I mean, but those, you know what though? I think with those, I would just like eat them off the top and then dig into it. Cause I was like, it's an excuse to just get not free snacks. You have to weigh it, but like,
Wait, well, I was going to go into the weighing it. So your froyo cost you $45.
oh yeah, my parents were paying. Forget it.
Load him up.
Yeah. My sisters would be on there, and then like it would be like whatever the ounces are. I don't want to embarrass myself here by not knowing what it would be, but whatever theirs was, like my mom came in and be like, bang, like this big
Yeah.
like clunker.
And can I just say that the most thrilling experience of getting froyo is the spoons.
Oh, yeah.
They're
They have
always
the
so
color
satisfying.
changing
Yes.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
those are
these
fun.
like special little orange shovels. I loved the spoons.
Yep.
It changes the flavor
Oh.
You never knew which color you were gonna get.
Enjoy it.
Spoon roulette.
with a fun spoon. Wow.
For sure. Changes the taste. Imagine eating frozen yogurt with like those disposable wooden spoons. Like almost like the wooden
Oh,
popsicle
no.
sticks in
Like-
a spoon. Like if it wasn't that
Yeah.
colored material that was like that half plasticky, if it was just like a regular plastic spoon, we might have sensory issues.
Yeah.
The-
There's definitely some issues.
I definitely have sensory issues.
Did you guys ever put fruit?
absolutely not.
Yeah.
This actually just like brought a memory to the forefront of my mind that I'd totally forgotten about. Strictly at Pinkberry. Tart base, of course.
Mhm.
Strawberries. And they used to have like, I think like these yogurt chips, like almost like chocolate chips or yogurt.
The round ones.
I think so.
They were like little circles.
Yes.
Oh.
And I think that used to be like my go-to. Or no. I'm wrong. Pomegranate base. That was a
Oh.
big
Yes.
pink
Yes. Yeah.
pomegranate
that color.
base,
Yes.
strawberries on top, and yogurt chip. That was my go-to.
That
Pinkberry only though.
Yeah.
How did they cut the strawberries? I feel like that makes a big difference. Were they like
I think
wedged?
There was
Yes.
quarters. Yeah.
I think they were, like the
Okay.
wedges.
yeah.
Not like rounds.
Yeah.
Why?
I wish they were
It
smaller.
rubs me the wrong way to see fruit, like especially strawberries, sitting out. So it just never
Oh.
appealed to me.
I prefer strawberries at room temperature.
Really? No, I like them from the fridge.
Okay, and last question. It's 2013. You walk into a froyo shop with your friends. What song is playing?
Royals by Lord.
Oh, okay.
Tell me that wouldn't play in a.
Oh, of course.
yeah.
That's classic 2013.
100%. That's a good one. Shower by Becky G.
Oh.
Singing in the shower.
Oh.
La-da-dee-la-da. Got a little performance.
Wow.
Oh.
That's all you're getting.
Hey Brother by Avicii.
All right.
Hey, brother.
Yeah.
My sisters and I say that to each other at least once a day.
Yeah.
In that voice, we say, like, we answer the phone, hey, brother. Like, that's how we-
Yeah.
That's definitely a thing between me and my sisters as well.
It made an impact.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I think that's all we'll torture you guys with for this
Yeah.
week. This week we want you guys to share with us
We want your opinion.
your opinion. DM us, text us, use the link on Apple Podcasts
Yeah.
if you're gonna text us. What is the word or phrase that you just can't stand to hear? Do we give them an example so they understand what we're? Let's give them one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cosplay.
Okay. Yeah, and yeah, as you might have heard earlier, Michelle had a volatile reaction to that
Oh,
word.
yeah, we did already say that.
No, but
That's a good.
yeah, it's just
Example
it's
for
a
this.
word that
Yeah.
upsets you greatly.
It doesn't sit right.
Doesn't sit right with you.
Mhm.
All right, so share your words with us or your phrases.
Yep.
and we will discuss it further next week.
Mhm.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Little Sisters, Big Opinions, the podcast of stories, chaos, and spilling the tea, because no one's safe when you're the last of 3.